G'day, guys. I just want to share a case study in Plant with Willow. This one's interesting because it shows that growth isn't about finding new customers sometimes, but it's about getting your existing product in front of them in places they're already moving towards. Plant with Willow makes smart plant sensors. You can stick it in your soil of your indoor pot and monitor moisture, light, temperature, humidity, and then it alerts you on your phone when your plant needs water or the conditions aren't right. And the reason this exists is because 72 million houseplants die in Australia every single year. And when I got involved, James and the team had built a solid product, already shipping to 27 countries, user in over 100, and great customer feedback. But they were just struggling with retail distribution in Australia. Customers constantly asking, where can I buy this in person? Retail is a completely different game than just straight e-commerce. You're not dealing with end customers, but dealing with buyers, category managers, store owners, which ultimately have different priorities and different languages and different decision making. We could have gone the traditional route, sales reps, trade shows, cold calls, slow and expensive, but we just reverse engineered it. We looked at people who were stocking similar stuff, other plant care brands, plant treatment, anything adjacent, and just mapped out where each competitor was stocked, found a person in charge of that store and reached out. The outreach itself wasn't different from typical B2B. Retail buyers, especially in traditional industries like gardening, don't want short, punchy emails, which is what most of the outreach people swear by. They want value-packed information so they can make a decision without 10 rounds of back and forth. So we stocked everything up into one email: the problem, the product, the traction, the media coverage, and exactly what support they'd get as a stockist. And the result is not only did we get stocked in retailers around Australia, but we got stocked in Bunnings. And for anyone outside of Australia, Bunnings is actually like the Home Depot of Australia. It's the credibility and, the momentum that it creates is unreal. The key was that we weren't shooting in the dark, and we were targeting people who'd already proven they understood the market by stocking similar products. And the competitors had already done the hard work figuring out which retailers actually move on products in these categories. We just use that intel, and one major retailer created a domino effect, and the next conversation gets easier. All credit to James and the team. My job was finding out the leverage points to amplify what was already working. And the lesson here is at the growth stage, you don't need to create a market or a whole entire new market. You just insert yourself into an existing one more effectively than your competitors. And for Willow, that meant treating competitive intelligence as almost a distribution play.